So my previous video is really long. I did a book review on the best book I have ever read. So I was planning to do a review on the Kindle Paperwhite in the same video, but because I went crazy and spoke for almost half an hour about that book, I will try to do a short video about the Kindle. I only had it for maybe 2 weeks, no, maybe a week and a half. So I haven't really used it as much because I was busy with work and I was a bit ill, so I haven't really used it as much. I'm planning to use it more. So this is the cover I bought because I like yellow. But this is basically how big it is. I'll show you. So this is kind of how your library looks like, and you can get integration with Goodreads, Twitter, Facebook, which I've already done because it's very useful to use the Goodreads app to make lists of books that you want to read, books you've read, and you kind of keep track of books you've read. So yeah, I bought the Kindle. I've been reading for the longest of time on my Kindle app on my Samsung phone, but because I read a lot at night after I finish work, I enjoy reading on the phone, but the light is a bit bright, so I decided to buy a Kindle and see how it is. Still getting used to it. It feels a bit slow reacting at times, but yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just me being used to the phone. That it's just like you flip a page, digital page, it goes really quickly. Kindle is not as quickly sometimes, although in general it is. But yeah, for now, for my short experience with it, I'm not completely 100% happy with it being a bit slower. But yeah, let me open a book. Yeah, like now it's freezing a bit, and that kind of annoys me. But oh yeah, what I like about the Kindle Paperwhite is let's go to my own book, so I'm not spoiling everyone's book, not even mine because it's chapter 2. You can highlight passages, and you can do that just by dragging whatever you wanna drag, and then you can share it if you like, but my Wi-Fi is off, so it says obviously you want to turn it off, airplane mode, but you can share it with yeah, you can share it on Twitter, you can share it on Facebook or social medias if you've done signings. And I was saying that I really like, let me show you, you can, I discovered it the other night, you can go to translation. Oh, I need to turn off, I forgot about it. Yeah, you need Wi-Fi on, and yeah, it translates in a few languages, which I find that's amazing. Like, it's so cool. I had like Japanese, don't speak Japanese at all, so I'll move it to French because I think it sounds so cool in French. Like, inhabituel, grand corbeau plongé son bec dans les yeux de mort de la femme et ensuite autour de son corps. La tête coupée se reposait à pied de la femme. Boucle longue, noire et mêlant avec sa French. My French is not that bad. Honestly, I should read it. La coupe était propre mais fatale. Yes, oui. So you can see I've highlighted the text, and then you get the translation either on top or bottom, depends where you highlight the text. Obviously you need space to translate it. So yeah, it's like you have French, you have Danish, Dutch, Portuguese, German, Russian, Norwegian, Korean, quite a few languages, Chinese, Finnish, Hindi. Let's do it to Hindi, let's see. Don't know what that says, but I assume, I don't know how good the translation is, but I was checking the French one, and I speak a little bit of French. At least I can read. Not that I proved well, yeah. Or the Spanish. I was reading the Portuguese one actually, because I really like the sound of Portuguese. And let's do this, the first liner in Portuguese. Translation. Estava escuro, não havia nenhuma estrela no céu e havia no ar. Carne podre, Eve pensou. A única luz que veio de longo de queimado no campo distante. Anyway, this is, let's speak in English, but yeah, you can see. So it's quite cool if you wanna like, if you're in holiday somewhere and you wanna like, someone's asking you, oh, what are you reading? And maybe it's like a foreigner or like, you know, person local to the area, and you don't really speak the language, you can be like, oh, I'm reading this passage, and you can share it. I don't know, I find it like a cool feature. But let's see, settings. So you can share an account with another adult, so you can share books, and you can add up to 2 kids, I think. Device options, reading options. You can set the page refresh. Oh yeah, it's here. I'm still getting used to it, so obviously I don't know, but yeah, you see, this is the luminosity I have at the moment. This is the brightest you can go. I don't want it that much, and you can go. So you see, you can still read on it, obviously. I normally keep it around 12, 14. Yeah, I think that's okay. So yeah, if you go to my library, it shows you what books I got, so you can see. I've got lots of samples, but some of them I've downloaded. I need to read. It says 1%, 3%, obviously. I've read some of them, so I'm just looking at passages. Yeah, let me. So you can see Goodreads integration. It's loading the shelves, so it's quite useful. But I think it drains battery if you have Wi-Fi on, which I didn't realize at first, because I kept my Kindle on Wi-Fi all the time, because I'm used to have my phone all the time at home on Wi-Fi. And yeah, so you have all these one read stuff that I've recently added to my bookshelves on Goodreads. And I was saying, like, my battery is really low, like crazy, and I was like, whoa, it's supposed to last for like a month and a half or something, and I was like, oh, I don't like this if that's how little it lasts. But I think it's because I had Wi-Fi on, so I'm still waiting for the battery to run out and see how long it lasts, because I stopped the Wi-Fi now. And it's been quite a few days now, but yeah, I think the battery is pretty good. I just don't keep it on Wi-Fi, and yeah, turn airplane mode on, so the battery is not getting drained. Yeah, why I read on Kindle and I decided to get a Kindle is because I live in a rented place at the moment, not in my home country as well, and I'm planning to move back home at some point, hopefully next year. And the many books I read, imagine having to carry all of them, because I'm the kind of person who wants to have the books. I want to own them, I bought them, I want to look at them more, in a few years time. I don't necessarily like to reread the books I've read, but I like to going back to passages I've highlighted and stuff like that. So for me, it's not very convenient at this point in my life to buy physical books, although I still do. Just recently bought the John Green book. Because it's just not convenient. If I have to move, I'll want to get them all back home, and it's a bit silly having to pay shipping for the books when you could just buy a new book from back home. So yeah, I just bought a Kindle because it's very convenient when you're traveling. Like, it stores so many books, and yeah, it goes on sleep mode with this cover. If I go the cover, if I close it, it goes on sleep mode. So yeah, for those of you who like reading physical books, good for you. I like reading physical books as well, but I read a lot at night, as I was saying, so I don't want to keep the lamp on and bother my partner. And yeah, reading in sunlight is very good with this thing. And just the thing that you can have so many books on a device with you, as long as you have downloaded them, so you don't need Wi-Fi, you're fine. It's just amazing. You don't have to carry, like, imagine having like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books, like all these. You can store thousands of books on this device. I love seeing books in print, obviously, my own book, but I think it's convenient, so you can always have both. There's no arguing about it. You can have both. No one says anything. Like, if you want to read on a physical book, you can read a physical book. If you want to read on the Kindle Paperwhite, but I think it's cool. So, and not just cool, it's useful. Like, I remember one time when I started reading, because I thought, oh, I can't read on Kindle, probably my eyes are gonna hurt or whatever, and I just decided I'll download it. I think I bought the physical book. I'm not sure. I think I bought a physical book, and then I was at home. I finished reading it, and the author whose book I bought, he had another one out, and I was at home. It was raining, and I still lived in the center, but I didn't want to go out in the rain just to buy the book, and I was like, I'll download the Kindle app and just download the sample, see how much I like it. And guess what? I finished the book in the same day because I was able to download it on my Kindle app and read it on my phone. So you can do this exact same thing on the Kindle, but you will have a better screen. I suppose it's a bigger screen. Yeah, have a bigger screen. So I just think it's something really useful to have. So I'll update you maybe in the future with how I feel about reading on this, but because I want to read more books in the future, because I'm working on my second novel. I'll show you the cover for my print novel, for my debut novel called Velvet Touch, and I'll show you a physical print as well. So that's physical back cover, and you got a Kindle version as well. I'll have to end this video because my battery is low and it's gone for longer, too long anyway. So yeah, if you want to know more things about it, leave it in the comments and I'll make another video in the future, hopefully shorter, so I don't bore anyone. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to my channel, and yeah, I hope to hear from you soon in the comments, or yeah, whatever thoughts you have. Thank you and have a lovely afternoon. Bye.